Hey, welcome to the Really Charlie podcast. My name is Charlie Perry, and I'm your host of this podcast. Today's guest will be Wilson Mascarenhas. Whoa, I don't know how I'm mispronouncing that name. Definitely a great dude, man. Local boxer, turned professional, tail end of 2017 into 18, and he's definitely giving an upbeat to the boxing community in this area. We really needed it. Things have been kind of slow lately, so he's definitely doing his thing. He went to high school locally in the city of New Bedford, Mass, and so we're all proud of him. And his last fight ended up in a KO, and I'm very happy to get him on here. Right now, we're just waiting on him. He'll be here soon, and we'll get him on the podcast. So 4-1, first fight. He lost. And we're going to talk about that fight and a lot of the other four fights but once he gets on. His last fight was outside, and a lot of events in this area decades ago were held at the New Bedford High School football field, Sergeant Field, also known as Walsh Field, and they would have outdoor events there, boxing matches that were, kind of a family event. You can go there and sit in the stands and just watch a bunch of fights one after another. And I wish that would come back. So I want to commend CES Boxing and Mr. Birchfield and getting that event outside and at the Cranston Stadium. And it looked good, it looked exciting, and definitely much needed. I wish we would get back to that. I think I would enjoy watching a boxing match outside, and so hopefully we can get back to that. So today's podcast is definitely one I've been anticipating, along with many others. But you got to be proud of the people that come out of your area, and when they're doing good or bad, you got to support them. And in this case, he's doing real well, and I'm so happy to be able to speak to him. The Sunday, I'm going to have another local person, Lamont Ferguson, on Sunday, 7 p.m. He's doing his thing at WBRU, the franchise report. Definitely very proud of him. I'm going to have him on talking to him. And it continues on through next week with a couple of former basketball players at couple Fairhaven High School basketball players. Sorry, I was reading a text from Fairhaven High School. Ron and Derek Andrews, Mike Sameo, and Scott Ashworth. We're going to have them on Thursday, the 22nd. So I can't wait to talk to those guys. They have some tremendous basketball stories. So feel free. I would really like to see you guys listening and commenting back and forth as these gentlemen trade stories with us, and give us a nice podcast. So all right, excuse me 1 second. Talking to Wilson right now. So, all right, he's running a little late. Hopefully, we can get him on in the next few minutes. He's definitely got a job, and he also in the gym, so he's quite busy. But we're gonna get him on here. So I want to go back to I want to go back to the outside venues, in boxing. Um, it's a great thing, and we need some of those old ways. I mean, I know everything's kind of high tech and social media and driven, and but outside venues, it's just it's something to see. And if they bring that back, it helps out a lot of things. First, it keeps the venues, occupied, and that's what they're for. Whether it's amateur sports, or whether it's professional. I wish they would bring more of that out, more of those things outside. So with fighters like Wilson and a few others, if they start recommending it and wanting it, it should happen more often. So we'll see. We'll see what the brainstorm of CES boxing, what they did in Cranston. Maybe it will kind of spread all over the place, and we'll start doing more of them. Let's see. All right. Ashworth, my boy, great man. Yes. Reggie is a great dude. Scott is a good dude, man. He's I don't know too many people that dislike him, but I love the dude. So the this podcast is I've been you know grabbing people here and there, getting them on the show, and I just started this week a really Charlie play my song, only because I'm I'm always listening to music, so um I figured I'd do something like that, and do it with Anchor and Spotify, and have a guest on, and we just talk about music. A couple of days ago, I end up having my wife on as the first guest, and we just talked and played some of my favorite songs. And what I'm going to do is have those guests on, make a certain request, and then either that podcast or the next one, I'll play some of their requests. Tuesday, I'm going to end up having Russell Ramus on, and we're going to talk some music. He's a former DJ, um, and we'll just go back and forth about some things, and then I'll have a playlist. So I'm going to do that Tuesday after work, and then have it on later on in the evening for y'all to listen to. I mean, if you one thing about that with Anchor and Spotify is that you can leave a message and make requests, and that's that's what I like about it, is that you keep in contact with your listeners, and in this case, whether it's live on StreamYard and Facebook, your viewers, along with YouTube. So you, if y'all are thinking about getting a podcast or doing a podcast, Anchor is definitely the way to go. It's an easy process, and you can end up you know having your podcast on several platforms. So I highly recommend it. I talked to a few people that were interested in doing some podcasts on their own, and that was my recommendation. Shout out to Mikey Montero of Abstract Music. He's got a new venue downtown, the city of New Bedford, and he's working his magic down there, getting the building ready for some music, some podcasting, and that's what the city of New Bedford needs is something like that, something different. Instead of it being the barroom capital of the state, we got a nice venue in there, and it's going to be great. I can't wait. Mikey is an inspirational person, and I'm so proud of him. Stevie Lopes, what's up, man? I was supposed to meet you today too. My bad. I forgot. Getting older, man. I'm just as old as you, so you understand. Speaking of that, he's got a WMB WMB1 Radio has an event coming up, and I'm not gonna. I want to make sure I'm saying everything proper, but good venue, good venue for you all to go see. Stevie, just bear with me. I'm gonna make this announcement. This is not a paid promotion, It's a freebie, man. It's a freebie for my friends. And what they're doing is let's see. All right, here we go here. R&B Entertainment, First Fridays, and SJNL Productions presents a comedy show and after party Friday, August 6th. Headliner will be Kareem Green, featuring Brian Bedoin, Lisa Moniz, hosted by Malik Washington, sponsored by Healthy Bites Meal Prep and KDK Transportation. It's going to be held at the Katali Mar, 1178 Cushion Avenue, New Bedford, Mass. 02746. Doors open at 8 p.m. Showtime at 9 p.m. For tickets, see Steve Lopes at 860-209-8358. You can also see Shannon at 508-415-3195. Admission's $20, 4 for $70, and a table of 8, $125, which has been changed to a table of 10. So those are some of the events WNB1 Radio is doing. Actually, it's R&B Entertainment and SJL Productions. They're doing their thing. They're definitely doing their thing, and I want y'all to support them. We got to support our local entrepreneurs, entertainers doing their thing, and that's one event that I will be there having my fun. All right. So just bear with me and my guest. He's running a little late. Wilson apologizes, and he's trying to get logged on as quick as possible so y'all can talk to him. Meanwhile, please, comment in the comment section. We can go back and forth. Who's the best victor in the city of New Bedford? Who's that one dude from Holy Family High School that needed just 2 more points for 1,000 points? That would be Stevie Lopes. And I don't know what happened to his teammates, but they let him down, man. They let him down. 1,000 points he should have had for Holy Family. But actually, he would have had that because Stevie kind of slipped up on a couple of free throws when he was younger. He missed. He should have been a higher percentage, but sometimes, he just steps to the line and shoots it, without concentrating. And if he knocked down a couple of those free throws a little bit more, he wouldn't have to rely on Jamie Consaccio passing it to him. Only playing Steve Lopes, my friend for a long time, my lifetime friend. Very proud of him. So we got some NBA Finals today. Milwaukee. Got to do it, man. Come on, Milwaukee. Reggie Victor. All right, excuse me while we get our guest on here. Trying to log on here.
To just take my
What's up, Wilson?
What's going on, my man? How you doing?
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Your volume's a little low.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. All right. Perfect.
Awesome. Hey, man. I'm so sorry for being late. Thank you for having me here, man. I definitely appreciate it. You know what I mean? It's an honor to be part of this, but it's an honor to be part of this podcast. Just want to say thank you.
Thank you. We're very, very proud of you. I, I, uh, I was doing other things. I wasn't in the stands watching the fight, but
No worries. The
it's
support's there.
crazy. That was the buzz all day. That's all you heard. Your fight, people texting each other. And that we're not there. They get texts. See how you doing? There's some, people, putting selfies on their phone and everything. So we are very, very proud of you, man.
Absolutely, and I feel it, it doesn't go unnoticed. The support definitely doesn't go unnoticed. So, you know what I mean. Me being in the ring or even outside of the ring, the support is always real.
Yeah.
Something I definitely appreciate, something that keeps me motivated. So I'm just trying to stay motivated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I said, the support definitely goes a long way. So definitely, it's a big energy, especially
And
coming from the city of New Bedford. You know what I mean?
I mean, I consider you a young dude, young man, um, and you're holding it down, and you're already a mentor. You feel me? You're already a mentor. So everything you do, you make sure that you're doing it right, and someone's watching. Someone's
Absolutely, absolutely.
where Wilson goes. Just think there's cameras all over the place. Somebody's watching you. Doesn't matter where you're at, and but I have the utmost confidence that you're going to do what you need to do to make sure that the young bucks that are watching you, even people your age are watching you, and they're very, very proud of you. I mean, it's so nice to hear your story. Um, I want to go back to 2017 with you. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
someone introduces you to the game of boxing, and how that all come about.
Um, hey, I didn't. It was just a regular summertime. I was bored, and I just decided to get into something that's gonna keep me more alive. So I asked one of my young friends, actually not my even my young friend, he was a little older than me. I just wanted, like I said, I wanted to keep my time busy. I wanted to do something different, keep my time occupied. So I just asked him, I said, hey, do you know about any boxing gyms, around the area? At the time, I didn't even know much about boxing, but I was always into sports. So, I started boxing around, I believe, summer of 2013. That's when I first started boxing. That's when I first walked into a gym. I was
Okay.
single at the time. All right. At first it was just supposed to be something simple and easy. Just me going to the gym, just trying something new, and it just happened that I fell in love with boxing. I didn't think I was gonna, I didn't think I was gonna last this long in this sport. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
and then the support started coming. More people started showing up to my fights as an amateur, and um, and now it got me to where I am today. And like I said, I'm truly blessed to be in this position. I'm happy to be in this position, and we're just gonna keep moving forward and
Awesome.
just keep doing what I do. There's a
Yeah.
lot of love involved in this. There's a lot of love involved in this sport. Um, but yeah, I think it's the love that I get from the people. The
Good.
people are really proud of me,
And
and
they wouldn't give you that love if they thought you were something different, but you're genuine, man. You're an organic dude, man. You're just down out. It's my kids talk about you, and I'm very proud that you're doing your thing.
thank
And
you. It goes a long way. That definitely goes a long way. Just hearing that makes me want to go back to the gym.
yeah.
No, seriously, man. Seriously, it just makes me. Hey, it just lets up a different fire in me every time I hear something so positive. Just the kind words. It goes really far. And I feel like certain people might not understand, or sometimes they don't even understand why I'm so thankful. It's just because I just never see myself in this position. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
simple fact that I get to motivate so many people, or even just having a little bit different. Like, oh, if I can, they definitely can too. And that's one thing I highly believe, that if
Yeah.
I can, anybody can do it. You just got to be super disciplined. You know what I
So
mean? Self-driven, because
so
motivation goes. You know what I mean? But you got to be self-driven in whatever you do, and that's something I highly believe, man. if that's something that you love to do, then just go forward with it. Just,
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
We the your record is record's 4-1.
Currently, I'm
First,
for
yep, and then the first let's see, the
first
first
one.
fight. Hey, that dude Miguel Ortiz, I'm gonna give him respect.
Absolutely.
And but looking at him, he looked like he went to high school with me, man. That dude, how much older than him?
Hey,
Uh,
when we first step into the game as a professional, I can say like we didn't know much. We wasn't really experienced. Um, I had a great team with me. But like I said, we wasn't experienced. We didn't know much about the game, so we came into the game with a mentality of we just gonna step in there. We gonna do what we gotta do. You know what I mean?
mhm,
The mentality from the Bedford, we just gonna go in there and take whoever coming in forward. You know what I mean? And that's what we did. And we didn't come out on top, but we definitely got to learn a lot. It was a learning experience. Um, I knew I wasn't gonna quit. I knew I wasn't gonna just stop at that moment. I knew I was gonna keep going forward. And this is where I am now. You know what I mean? I didn't let that discourage me. I
sure,
definitely
you
I,
shouldn't.
I definitely used that as fuel to keep going. And today I'm where I am now. I
It's
feel like no, absolutely. I feel like we all, you know, sometimes in life we fall, but we just got to get up and keep going, right? That's
true,
what they.
true. What's why don't we mention some of your team? From trainers to managers and we got to give them respect because
Oh,
it
absolutely, absolutely. Right now I'm working with Racito Santiago. That's my main coach. We have strength and conditioner, which is Isaiah Barreto. As far as my marketing team, I have Christian Macedo and Jonah Algerian. Um, and I have my sparring partner, which is Ricky De Los Santos he's from Providence, with
okay.
along with Nemesio Ferreira, which he's from New Bedford, Massachusetts. He's also an amateur boxing. He's gonna be fighting sometime in August also, and he's gonna be joining the Golden Gloves coming up. So definitely be on the lookout for that young bull. He's definitely something coming up too from New Bedford.
Awesome.
You know what I mean? So like I said, man, I got a great team behind me. They put in as much work as I do. So as long as you have the same people on the same page, anything
Yes.
sky's the limit. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely one of those people that I don't believe in doing everything on my own because I believe everything's a team effort. You know what I mean? Um, I believe that boxing is a one man sport, but it's a team effort at the end of the day.
So true.
You know what I mean?
We
So we're gonna keep moving forward.
we
But that,
have we if we knew everything, we wouldn't need anybody. But we don't all know everything. There's
don't.
boxing's an
Definitely.
art. It's a profession, and you got to respect it
Hmm.
because it's not the place you want to go in, not knowing what you're doing. And or it might be a quick 30 seconds, and you're going home.
That fast. It could be that fast.
Yep.
Get trained for 6 weeks and go home within those 30 seconds when the fight begins. And
So
that's
true.
definitely cannot let happen. You know what I mean? That's why when it's training camp is excuse my friends, but it's balls to the wall, man. You gotta go hard.
Hmm.
And, um, you just gotta do
There's
what
a
you do.
there was a video on Floyd Mayweather, and it was after he lost in the Olympics, and actually that video came afterwards. But is it all his quotes in the video was basically just telling him, telling people, I'm determined. I only have a few hours of the day. I got to stay focused. I'm sleeping, I'm eating, I'm training. Got to stay focused, stay driven, and that's what you should do. Is just stay driven, which you will, no doubt, and only because you could see it. If you look at your older pictures, from just a couple of years back up until now, you see the
The
you
difference.
see it, the difference, right?
Yes, sir.
So, and I mean, I see it, just looking from afar, and everyone else sees it. Your opponent see it, so they, I mean, they were already geared up to fight you. Now they know that you're no nonsense. You're gonna go in there and you like you did, a couple of weeks ago. You did your thing at Cranston Stadium, and dude wasn't ready, man. Jimmy Connors used to always say, "Hey, Charlie, keep your elbows up." He didn't have his elbows up.
Hey,
his, his,
keep yes.
yes, and so what's the next plan after this fight? What are you doing now?
Right now, I'm just, I think what got me to this far is the consistency of it. You know what I mean? Even if I don't have no fight, I stay ready. You know what I mean? That's my goal, is to stay ready. You know what they say, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So that's a big motto in this
True.
box for me.
So true.
We
So
went
true.
we went my last fight before the Cranston Stadium. My last fight was November 23rd, 2019. I kept begging my promoter for fights. I kept asking them for fights. I kept asking them to fight in different cards with different promoters. I get it. I couldn't do it at the time. So you know what? I just kept my eyes on the prize, and I just stood busy. You know what I mean? I had no fights. I didn't even know what was gonna be my next move. I had no idea. I didn't know.
Wow.
I didn't know what it was. So I just stood in the gym. I just stood on the road, kept getting my miles in, kept getting my strengthening conditioning in. So by the time they called me with the June 19th fight, I was more than happy to get in. I was very excited. I was very driven at the time. So that even pushed me even harder to go even harder. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
so by the time I stepped in the ring June 19th, it was like I never had left. So I feel like consistency is one of the biggest things. So right now we have nothing planned. We had something for August 7th, but we're gonna skip that and just go into September. Hopefully they have a show in September. I'm gonna be in there for sure. And then we're just gonna stay busy. The goal is to get at least 2 to 3 more fights before the end of the year. Just stay busy. 6 rounds is coming real soon. So we're gonna have to turn it up a notch. And I'm ready for all of it. You know what I mean? I'm ready for
Awesome. Awesome. That's some great news. That's exciting.
absolutely yes. They gotta
Yeah.
keep me busy. They gotta keep me busy, Charlie. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Gonna be
So
leaving soon.
I was talking earlier on the podcast about the outdoor venues, and right down the street at New Bedford High School in the football field, there was always a boxing events there. And again,
Hmm.
promoted just like you all did at Cranston Stadium, and they were coming from all over the place, and it was good. How do you feel about boxing outside compared to being indoors at like Twin Rivers or something?
Um, like boxing outside, like how we did at Cranston Stadium.
Yeah. Did you
Um,
like?
it
Did
was
it,
the last time I fought outside before Cranston Stadium was probably 5 years in Brockton at the
mhm,
Brockton Fair as an amateur. But we had like a tent. You know what I mean?
mhm.
None of that. So it was something that I definitely had to adapt to. I'm not gonna sit here and say I can't, because I definitely got the job done. So I mean, if we have another event outside, now we definitely know how to prepare and get more ready for it.
Good.
So if they do it outside, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
Whatever comes, I gotta get comfortable with the uncomfortable, right? So
Yes.
I'm ready
Yes.
for it. I'm ready for it all.
Yeah.
Whatever, Wilson.
I think I don't think I know that there's going to be opportunities where you're going to be national, where you're going to be on national television doing your thing, and it's going to get even bigger for you. So are you prepared for all that? You prepared for it? And because there's distractions, there's all kinds of things.
Of course, of course. But to me, I feel like I got to thank God for the fact that I'm like I said, I'm self-driven, I'm self-motivated, and I feel like, and believe it or not, I feel like even the people around me, the way that New Bedford supports me is like the distraction is not gonna be there.
Hmm.
'Cause like I said, like so much support comes at so much. I don't want to say so much weight on my shoulder, but then again, it becomes a little weight on your shoulder. So you want to be focused. You know what I mean? You don't want to. It's like you don't want to fall off. You want to stay
Hmm.
dedicated, because
True.
because believe it or not, like Team Airwell is almost like a community. So I got to make my people proud, and I also got to make myself proud. So, therefore, I'm ready for it. You know what I mean? If they turn it up for me, I'm gonna turn it up for myself also.
Good, good.
You know?
You the only boxer in your family?
Yes. I
Okay.
think I'm the only. Think right now I'm probably the only professional athlete in my family also.
Yeah. Okay. And that's good. So you
Okay.
got to now you're the gauge, man.
Yes.
Now you're not the gauge. Anyone below you, before I mean, after you is gonna they gotta reach that plateau like you are, and you got much more to go too. So you're going and um it's just y'all a great story, man. I can't tell you enough, man. I can tell you that it's I'm very proud of you. I spoke
Mm,
to a childhood friend of mine about you, and you're working full. You're doing your job. You're working,
yes, sir.
and doing another part of life where you're trying to mentor people, get people on the right track. Doing all it, and that's good. That shows where your heart is. Because you're giving, sacrificing some more of your inner soul, for other people, and it's all going to come back to you, brother. It's all going to come back to you.
I
So you
feel like
keep on.
I feel like it's already coming back. You know what I mean? Like the support. That I feel like that's all I want. That's all I need, and it's gonna get us right. You know what I mean? And I couldn't stress that enough. I'm absolutely thankful. So thankful for this, for all the support in general. Like,
Good.
you know what I mean? Some people be telling me like, "Yo, why you always say thank you? Why you so thankful?" Like, come on, man. Why wouldn't I be thankful?
Yeah.
Like, I'm in a great position, and and everybody just supports me. It goes a long, long, long way.
Hmm.
Those days where you know sometimes I don't want to get up and go for a run. Sometimes I don't want to get up and go to the gym. But it could be as simple as a text message. Yo, keep doing what you're doing, or just keep motivating us. That right there, just it's a fire in me to just get up and go.
Yeah.
It's that simple. It's that simple to ignite the fire in me.
Uh-huh.
Just that simple, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely glad and happy and blessed to be in the position that I am, and I thank New Bedford for it.
Good. Good. I wrote a book about Andre McCoy. Um, they named the field after him at New Bedford High School. They got the rec center on Hillman Street named after him. And he was older than me, but he tragically he was killed. I don't know if you know that story about Andre.
No, I know about Andre McCoy Center, but I never
Yeah.
heard. Um,
Yeah. I'm
I don't
gonna. All right.
get too
I
deep in.
won't. I won't get too deep in it. I'm gonna give you one of my books. All right. I'm gonna look for you this week.
I need that. I need that. Yes, absolutely.
So I'll either bring it to your job or try to find you at the gym or something, and I'll drop it off.
Sounds good. We can even meet up. Yes.
All right. Cool. Cool. The So maybe one, two fights by the end of the year, which is good. Good for you. Um, keep on fighting. Um, Mr. Birchfield, that dude's been around for a while, man. Your promoter.
Yeah. What I think. What is it? 25 years?
Yeah, yeah, easily, man, easily. Um, Here we got Reggie Victor saying, "Don't know this man, but I'm proud of what he's doing." Awesome, awesome.
See, like that right there. That simple. It's that
That's
simple. To ignite the fire. You
It sure is, man.
know what I mean?
It's
It's that simple.
you
Think-
can What about your school, man? Your teachers reaching out to you, congratulating you.
Yeah. I have a couple. There's teachers I even see at the gym sometimes, and they still wonder if I'm still doing what I'm doing.
Hmm.
Some of them, one of them actually seen me in the gym when I was losing weight for the fight, and he said, "Oh man, you're still small." Like, come on, man. I'm losing weight right now. I have a fight coming up. But yeah, I still be getting in contact with them. They're really proud, and I'm happy that they get in touch with me too. You
Good.
know, like a long way. So
Good. It's good when the OGs reach down
Yeah,
and let you know some things, and that's awesome. You know,
absolutely,
we
absolutely.
let me see. Yeah, I don't know if I didn't read this comment. I'm gonna read it. It says keeping New B proud and on the map of some of the finest boxes from this area, much needed. And so, yeah, we there's a history here, man. There's just so much. Sugar Ray Robinson. I'm gonna tell you this quick story. Sugar Ray Robinson was trying to get a New Bedford boxer. I think it's Joey Duvall. So
Hmm.
Sugar Ray Robinson went down to the New Bedford Hotel, which is that big building next to the post office, and they used to go there and just you know just meet up. That's where they stayed. A
Hmm.
lot of back then, people flocked to the city. It was a good place to party, have a good time, and so Sugar Ray Robinson wanted to take the New Bedford boxer Duval over to Europe with him, and so they ended up meeting there. And he said, "Look, meet me at the New Bedford Hotel. I'm gonna and then we're gonna go. We're gonna go to Europe. He was gonna spar with him, do all the things, get Sugar Ray Robinson prepared for his fight. And Duval didn't. He backed out at the last second. He backed out, and he didn't want to leave his mom's. His mom was his only person in his life, and he was afraid of leaving his mom behind, and he stayed. But the talk was that he was definitely Duval was going to be a great fighter back then, and so there's a lot of history in New Bedford, you know, and you should speak to a lot of area boxers, or just people in general. There's so many stories. Do you know Joe Varela?
Joe Varela, no.
All right. I'm gonna try to get him to reach out to you some way, some form. He was
I- If anything,
professional.
need some
Yeah,
extra game.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I'm good with the constructive criticism. So anything, anything that could help, anything that could make me better.
yeah. Well, just some history. He just let him kind of throw some history away, just so you know it, because you know, coming from New Bedford, and I don't want to forget, Portugal and everywhere else you lived. Coming from those places, you should know some history, and especially being a boxer, they're gonna say, "Hey, do you remember this dude? This dude?"
Yeah,
And
yeah, absolutely. Sometimes there's boxes that they throw at me. I don't even be like, yeah, I
yeah,
even
yeah.
know who that is, man.
Well, I'm definitely gonna get that book to you.
Yeah,
Um,
and
and
reach out to me, and then we can make something happen for sure.
okay, I anything you need from me, you want to come back on a podcast, you can. Um,
Thank you, thank you.
and who would you like to see on the Really Charlie podcast?
I mean, at this moment, anybody that's that's chasing something great, that's doing what they're doing, that has opportunity to be on the Charlie podcast, I would be happy to see. You know,
Okay, all
anybody
right.
that's doing something positive, that's making a name for themselves, really out here grinding, that wants it. It'd be a good platform for them to be on and be part of.
I
That's
appreciate that. I'm
it's an
gonna
honor.
read.
Like I said, it was an honor to be here. I thank you for it. I thank you for the opportunity. It means a lot. I'll
Oh,
definitely.
you made my day, brother, and I'm very happy to speak to you. I understand what you're doing. You're working, you're training, you're doing a lot of things. And but I'd like to have you back on here whenever you're ready. Just
Absolutely.
send me a message. It could be anything. It could be you. You know, doing whatever. You just call me and we'll put you back on here. And I'm this podcast is on StreamYard, it's Anchor, Spotify, YouTube. So as soon as you and I are done, I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna put it on all those platforms, and it will be available. And
Absolutely.
so, but I'm proud of you, man. You stay
Thank you. Thank
strong.
you. Thank you. And I gotta give a big shout out to my people in the Bedford. Gotta give shout out to all my sponsors. Healthy Bites, Shop You 7, Got You, Izzy's Restaurant. What is it? Top Shelf. Uh, who else we missing? Sharp U7.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hey, shout out to all the businesses, and shout out to people that supported me in general. You know what I mean? So, thank you again, Charlie. I really, really do appreciate it, man.
All right, man.
Thank you.
I love you, man.
Love it, man. Thank you.
And keep it up, man. I'll be there behind you. I'm gonna follow you from this day forward, man, and make sure that.
Absolutely.
And if you start getting a keg like me above your waist, I'm gonna talk about you.
Nah, we in the gym. We in the gym. We in the gym.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Love you, brother.
Love
Good
you
luck,
too.
man.
Thank
All
you.
right.
All right,
Take
bye-bye.
care. All right. Oh man. Can't get any better than that, man. Wilson, 4-1, and ready for the world. Ready for the world. He's ready to mentor. He's ready to box. He's ready to do his thing. All because he loves the sport, and that's just awesome, man. I can't. You can't hate that, man. You can't hate that. He's definitely doing some good things. It's Patrick Reedy, how you doing, brother? Jason Schoolboy Pius is the best of all time out of this area. Alternate Olympic team with Floyd Mayweather. I know that, brother. I'm proud of Jason too. He's definitely doing his thing. And that's another guy. He's busy too. He looks in boxing shape right now, and he's training other people. So, without a doubt, when you mention New Bedford, you're definitely gonna bring up Schoolboy Pius. Definitely. Good comment there, Patrick. Appreciate it. So, I appreciate your time listening and viewing the Really Charlie podcast on StreamYard, Anchor, Spotify, Facebook, and YouTube. This podcast was brought to you by Legacy Realty Group, Valdir, Korea. If you're thinking about buying or selling your home, see Valdir Baptista Korea, real estate agent at 508-441-1628. Valdir, Korea. You definitely will find the right home for you. All right, y'all. So catch up with me on Sunday. We will have Lamont Ferguson from the Franchise Report, WBRU, on this podcast at 7 p.m. And we're going to do our thing and talk just like we talked with Wilson today. We're going to do the same thing with Lamont and hear his inspirational story. All right. All right, y'all. Have a great evening. And go Bucks. Come on, get this win. All right. Love y'all. Take care.